Bob Ferber, I'm aware of more than just a few shelters who maintain their, quote, no-kill status by turning down the intake of certain kinds of animals, like the pit bull types or any dog, other than the most desirable, most adoptable dogs. So a person finds a stray dog and wants to take him to his local shelter so that dog is given a chance to be adopted. That shelter will indicate their full or whatever excuse. They tell the person to drop the dog off at another shelter or the county shelter.
Yes, that's true. Without naming names, I can tell you that there is a well-known nonprofit in Southern California that does exactly what you're describing. It will take in animals, and then if the animal is difficult to adopt or needs to be euthanized, will transfer it to the government shelter, and the government shelter takes the statistic of killing the animal, and that nonprofit advertises themselves as no-kill.
Right.
There's another situation in Southern California where a shelter in one city, when they get too full, what they do is they tell the people to go to this other shelter in another county. And that county shelter, because for whatever good reasons, will take the animals that the other shelter won't take, because they want to give the people an option when they have to give up an animal. What you're talking about is this manipulation of statistics and this sort of moving animals around like chess pieces and
deceiving the public. And deceiving the public.
It's absolutely, and I think everybody needs to understand that while it's wonderful that nonprofit groups can claim that they're not killing any animals, people should understand that nonprofits have the option of doing that because they can turn away an animal. And anybody who has called up a rescue group and said, wait a minute, I found an animal on the street, will you take it? The odds are the rescue group is going to say, we have no room. So where do you bring the animal? You bring it to the shelter. So the rescue group can always say, we've never killed an animal unless it was an extreme example. Well, that's great, but you should understand, folks, that you're comparing apples and oranges. You can't compare that to the shelter and call the shelter people evil or, that they don't care about animals, because the shelters have a responsibility, a legal responsibility in most cases, to take every animal in. So I think it's a good point, Lori, what you brought up is the distinction between no-kill with nonprofit rescue groups and what no-kill is with government shelters. Government shelters are under pressure to, keep the number, that they only have so much room, they only have so much budget, and they don't have the option in most cases of turning animals away, whereas rescue groups do.